flinch response. So this first thing, I'm very combat oriented, right? But I have resistance, technique, boom, right back to combat. So we're only having combat, picture perfect technique, right back to combat.
Violence destroys. Weaponizing is the counter strategies to violent criminal assault. Hey, I'm Greg LaBeouf, aka The Violence Guy, and I'm sharing with you how I went from the victim of a brutal attempted murder to mastering the tool of violence and protecting myself and family, and how you can do the same from the safety and comfort of your own home. Welcome to Weaponizing DIY.
So there's a right structure, right reference point, we call it. There's a left to left reference point. Just understand one thing, right? Make this real simple. This is an outside to outside connection. We have to be left side forward, outside to outside. Meaning outside of my hand, outside of his hand, we're stuck on the back. Okay, I could get stuck inside to inside. So this is where our connection happened to be, okay, inside to inside. It could then go across where it's my outside to his inside. So you see this a lot, like I'm trying to reach in to grab him, and his hand comes in, blocks here, we're stuck here. So kind of inside to outside, okay, or my inside to his outside. So this is my outside to his inside, my inside to his outside, and then of course it switches. And then we're back to outside to outside. So it doesn't matter what sides this goes on. Then there can be outside to outside, inside to inside, outside inside, outside inside. Okay, so now you have the double. Again, we're going in for whatever reason. This happens, this happens, this happens, or this happens. Okay, what can happen on the high line can happen on the low line. So we can just get stuck. We can do doubles, doubles here, singles, singles. Okay, or here, here, or here. Okay? I can feel what his hand's doing. And we're just stuck here and we're feeling this. And then this hand is just coming in and just moving that. Just altering this the tiniest bit. Momentum beats strength. So that hand just snapping into that, he can be rigid as fuck. If you're using the right pop, a nice, good, fast, hard slap, that's going to just cause this to wobble. All you need is just for that to move a little bit. But the second this moves a little bit, what has to happen? The second this moves a little bit, this hand has to punch in, shoot in, do something. This hand has to creep over that and go into the next thing. We would reapply the hat or be a quick little punch. So see, what I want people to focus in on is when we connect in our energy, this hand, I don't care if you're here or here, doesn't make a lot of difference. It's that hand that you just educated to speak through. If he hits it again, he blocks something else, then I'm going to do the next thing with this. This hand will come in and that hand's going to go around that pressure or whatever it is we have to do. All right, so I go first home, that is. He blocks off this and just a little more pressure. Yeah, perfect. Then when this comes up to this, then all he's going to do from here, shift, you get that second, he backs up behind, yeah, there. Now the third shot is this presses, this transitions, and boom, I hit this. And now I'm back into my point of dominance, but on the left side. Okay, so now we're going to go from, the transition is we're walking ourselves from the right side, boom, we get this, there's the shift, boom, and then we shift into the left side and point of dominance on this side. One of the formulas that we use all the time is like combat to technique to combat, right? So I'm going to change the front end in a second. This, we're starting combative. This is representative of like I went to get, he had a primal flinch response. So this first thing, I'm very combat oriented, right? But I have resistance, technique, boom, right back to combat. So we're only having combat, picture perfect technique, right back to combat. If I do this in a different way with less hand speed, what's happening is here, see how much energy is moved in? And then here. See how I had to stop? Because that pressure is moved him. If I don't stop him, this pressure here, see how much motion? Right? It's here. And then I'm in on him to here. See how his body is going to rotate? So you're here. See how that moved him? You can't do that. You can't kind of like, because he's going to be moving away. So I slide and hit here. And then I'm into my point of dominance on the other side.